Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to the grade 4 English grammar class. I hope you all are very excited to know what we are going to learn today. So, before I tell you what we are going to learn today, let me show you something. Here it is. Now, I hope you all can see the paragraph on the screen, right? So, let us read it together. Let me read it for you. I have a dog. He is a Labrador. He is black in color. He wags his tail and licks my face when he is happy. He loves going for walks and chasing a red ball. I take him to school sometimes. Once he saw a black cat and wanted to chase her too, but I didn't let him. He's angry. He with me. Oh, let him. Is he angry with me? I don't know. I love my dog very much because he obeys me and loves me very much. Oh my God, that paragraph is so difficult to read, don't you think? Do you also feel it is difficult? Yes? Why are we facing so much of difficulty in reading it? Did you understand the paragraph? Right? It was difficult to understand also, right? So, do you think that there was something missing in this paragraph? Yes, I think you identified it, right? Yes, you're right. Punctuations are missing in this paragraph. No punctuations at all. We don't know where to stop, where to pause. We don't know how what is said, right? Now, what are these punctuations? Here. Look at all these punctuations. Can you identify these? Yes. What is this one? Yes, it's a full stop. What is this one? A question mark. This one is an exclamation. Comma. Double inverted commas. Apostrophe. My God. See all these punctuations, they give meaning to our sentences. Okay? They give sense to our sentences. Now, look at that paragraph again with all the punctuations given there. Let me read it again for you. I have a dog. He is a Labrador. He is black in color. He wags his tail and licks my face when he's happy. He loves going for walks and chasing a red ball. I take him to school sometimes. Once he saw a black cat and wanted to chase her too, but I didn't let him. Is he mad at me? I don't know. I love my dog very much because he always obeys me and loves me very much. Don't we understand this paragraph better now? Yes, absolutely. Because the full stops, the commas, the capital letters, the question marks, all these punctuations gave correct meaning to the paragraph. So we understand better. Yes, you all got it right. So today our class is about punctuations. Okay. Now, in today's class, we are going to learn about only few punctuations. Okay. Now, before we begin, look at this example. One more example showing why punctuations are important. Okay. Now, there are two sentences given. Okay. First one, let's eat grandpa. Okay. You see, let's eat grandpa. Now look at the second one. Let's eat grandpa. Which one is giving you the correct meaning? Yes? Right, the second one. The first one, when we read, it feels like we are going to eat grandpa himself. But the second one, we understand that we are calling grandpa for having food, right? One small comma has saved grandpa, isn't it? Yes, that is how important punctuations are. Okay, so as I told you, In today's class, we are going to learn about 4 punctuations. Which are those? Full stop, comma, question mark, and exclamation. Okay, let us begin understanding these 4 punctuation marks. Here, this is your GG textbook. Okay, so here comes the full stop. Now, you all might have used full stop so many times, correct, in your sentences. Now, why do we use full stop? We use full stop at the end of a sentence. When we want to end the sentence, we write it and we put a full stop there. A full stop tells us that this is the end of a sentence. For example, I saw a priceless diamond. It is beautiful. So that gives us a hint that that is the end of the sentence. Yes, I hope you all understood what full stop does. Yes, it comes at the end of a sentence. It tells us that the sentence has ended. Yes. The next one is comma. Now, what does this comma do in our sentences? Yes, there are so many uses of comma. Let's see. Now, we use a comma to firstly indicate a short pause in a sentence. Like in that example that you saw, let's eat, Grandpa. Yes, so there is a pause in a sentence. Look at this example here. Amy sat down on the bench, opened her snack box, took out 2 biscuits, and gave them to the pup. See, look at the pauses in the sentence. Amy sat down on the bench, opened her snack box, took out 2 biscuits, and gave them to the pup. So this is the first usage of comma, to give pauses, to give a small gap in a sentence, right? Second point is to separate a list of items in a sentence. In one sentence, if we are using many items, then we put commas. How? Let's look at this example sentence. Vasu buys some fruits, milk, bread, and spices from the grocery shop, grocery store, right? So there are 4 things Vasu bought. So here, comma separates each of them. Okay. Now, the next use of comma. Comma is also used to separate adjectives. When more than one adjectives are used in a sentence to describe something, then we use comma. For example, look at these marbles. You can see the picture, right? Look at the sentence now. The children bought some shiny, round, multicolored marbles from the hawker. See, the marbles are described in so many ways. Shiny, round, multicolored. So all these adjectives are separated through a comma. So these are the uses of comma. Okay? To give a pause in a sentence, short pause in a sentence, to separate list of items, or to separate the adjectives. More than one adjectives when we use, to separate them, we use commas. Okay, so this is about comma. Now moving on to the next punctuation mark, that is question mark. Now I think you all know why we use question mark. Exactly. When we use a question, we end that question through a question mark, right? We put question mark at the end of a question. So look at the example sentences. Did you finish your homework? So I have to get an answer for it, right? You will say yes or no. Okay, or you will say, I'm still doing it. So you need an answer for a question, right? So that is a question. So you add question mark. Look at the second one. Nabu, have you packed your school bag? Right? So that is a question. Nabu will answer that question. So a question needs a question mark in the end. Understood? Yes, I guess so. Now moving on to the 4th punctuation mark. That is exclamation. Exclamation is my favorite one. You know why? Because it expresses strong feelings, extreme feelings. When I'm very happy, when I'm very excited, when I'm very, very sad, when I'm very joyful, I use exclamatory sentences. And to show those expressions, my sentence will end with an exclamation. Okay, we use exclamation mark to show extreme feelings. For example, look at the sentences. Well done, you won. There's excitement, right? Bless you. Yes, there is a wish. Okay, look at the next. Anger, irritation, unhappiness. Okay, gosh, we lost the game. That's very bad, no? A strong feeling of sadness. No, I don't like this. Like angry feeling. So such strong feelings, when we express, we use exclamation. Okay, so these are the four punctuation marks that we learned today. Full stop, which is used at the end of a sentence, which shows that a sentence has ended. Comma, which is used for many uses, like to give a small gap in a sentence or a pause in a sentence, to separate number of items, list of items in a sentence, or to separate more than one adjectives used to describe a thing. Okay, so when we use more than one adjective, we separate them through a comma. And then question mark. Question mark, you all know, for a question. At the end of a question, we put question mark. Then comes exclamation. Strong feelings are expressed through exclamation, right? Very good. So now that we have understood these four uh, punctuation marks, let's have a quick recap. We have learned about full stop, which comes at the end of a sentence. We have learned about comma, which has many uses to separate items in a sentence, separate adjectives in a sentence, or give a pause in a sentence, right? Look at this also. My friend gave a box of crayon, a drawing book, and a box of paints for my birthday. So there are more than one thing that is given by his friend. So he is using comma to separate them. Then we learned about question mark, which comes at the end of a question. Then exclamation. My new bike is so fast. That dog is amazing. So much of excitement and happiness is there, right? Strong feeling, right? So let us conclude this class with a small exercise. Identify the correct punctuation mark. Okay. Why will Jaya come late? Yes. Which punctuation mark will come here? Right. Question mark. It is a question. Look at the peacocks. What will come here? You're excited to see peacocks. Exclamation. Children are playing football. What will come here? It's just a normal sentence. So it is full stop. Okay. Now next. I had cornflakes, milk and apples for my breakfast. Yes. What will come here? Yes, there are two punctuation marks, comma and full stop. See, after cornflakes, there should be a comma here to separate. There are three items that I ate for my breakfast. So cornflakes will be separated with a comma, then milk, then and apple. So one comma will come after cornflakes. Yes, and at the end of the sentence, we have to put a full stop, right? Yes, so this is how we use these four punctuation marks in our sentences. Hope you all enjoyed the class and learned about these four punctuations. Meet you in the next class. Bye-bye.